Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hardcore Heroes. Our players find themselves in this abandoned dwarven village. All the buildings, which there aren't very many of, are too small for you to enter. I mean, you could, like, crawl in, but they're uncomfortable. Yeah. The mine entrance, which you can see kind of dug into the side of a hill here, is also probably too small for you to enter, and it kind of looks like it goes straight or maybe even a little uphill. Notice there are some tracks laid down, some very crude wooden tracks for probably a cart or something to wheel stuff in and out. There's a large pile of rocks from which this small creek leads, or flows, and there's actually some water coming out of the mine itself. The buildings seem to have suffered some slight damage, but it could just be they've been abandoned for a while and the elements have torn at them, or maybe an animal came through and like pushed itself against one of the buildings. It doesn't really look like combat damage; it just looks like wear and tear.
Mm-hmm.
What is your approach to this village?
I think we want to explore some of the houses, just like quick look-throughs to see if there's anybody inside.
Yeah, we can't get in them, Neil, right?
We can get in them, it's just uncomfortable.
Yeah, imagine like getting into a child's fort. Like, you can get in, but it's too small for you to be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Are there any like windows or things that we can look through?
No, they're really crudely constructed.
Yeah, we'll look inside really fast.
Okay. Malachi, you poke your head in one of these and immediately pull your head back out, coughing from this buildup of smoke inside the hut.
There's smoke in there. That's weird. I take a step back. Is it not like billowing out from the entrance?
Now that you're paying close attention, you think you see a little bit of smoke kind of leaking out through the thatch, but it's quite faint. Looks distributed well.
I think
I'll slide my staff inside the door.
It's dim and hazy, and as you slide your staff inside, you hear a
Who's in there?
And
come out or I'll blow this place up.
You see a large sooty ball about, a foot in diameter kind of spiraling towards you that hits you straight in the face.
Oh, fuck. It's a smoke mephit. That little fucker.
And you take
12 damage.
16 points of damage.
You take 1 point of damage, and you are blinded temporarily, or maybe permanently. Probably temporarily. We'll see.
Hopefully.
How do you react to this?
To being blinded. I've been hit in the face with smoke, right?
A big smoke ball that actually deals you a point of damage.
I guess I fall on my ass, dropping my staff. Van, what the fuck? Kill it! And start trying to wave it away.
Okay, I take a look. Does it do anything?
What do you
mean? Is it just a ball?
Okay, so it just flew out and hit him in the face, right?
Yeah.
Does it do anything immediately afterwards, or does it just kind of like sit there like, yeah, I did that?
You can't even see the creature.
I can't?
Nope. No, you cannot see the creature. All you see is this building.
So you don't see the ball of smoke?
There's nothing to kill.
What? You don't see it, it's like a ball of smoke.
Perhaps you should step away from the hut.
I can't. I open my eyes.
You're still blinded.
All right,
I can't see anything. I can't see anything.
I help to lead him away.
Do something, Van.
Let's go over here. I just kind of like lead him away from the hut. I think I want to get. I think I'll lead him outside of the encampment for now until he can recover.
Okay.
I'm rubbing my eyes.
After a couple of minutes, you manage to like rub the soot out of your eyes and your vision clears. Your eyes are streaming with water. They're all red and bloodshot and painful.
I can see. So I look around I look back to the house that it was in.
You see it. Now there's a little bit more smoke coming out of the house. It's much more visibly smoking now. You hear what almost maybe sounds like laughter from some strange creatures.
Just from inside that house, or?
Yeah.
All of the dwarves are gone? So I checked some of the houses while Malachi was doing that, right?
Yeah,
And they were all empty.
you checked like 2 buildings before he ran into that one, and they were empty.
Okay. Did
not
it look like things have been
ruins.
taken, like they moved out, or is it just like everything's still there, but there's nobody living there?
Everything's still there.
Van, come with me. I go up to I go and stand like within 20 feet of the entrance to this building.
Okay.
Okay.
All the voices are in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast Scare at the entrance of the house.
Oh, God.
You think this is funny? I'll show you funny, you little fucks.
Right.
I don't think they speak common, Malachi.
You don't even see them, Van. How do you know?
Well, you know, when you are a wise cleric, you start to figure some of these things out.
They speak some sort of weird language.
All right. You cast Scare, and they're like, and you see the smoke kind of part, and 3 creatures, about 3 feet tall, comprised of entirely smoke, enter or exit the building. They've got exaggerated features, these like big pointy ears, fat bulbous but kind of like flattened noses, wide mouths that are way too big, these massive like square chins, and it looks like that their head is this wispy bit of smoke that kind of disappears. They also have smoke-like wings that are flapping as they exit the building.
Do you see them now, Van?
Yes, I'm not sure I'm able to cut smoke, Malachi.
Does Van see them though?
Yeah. You
Can we
both
roll
see
it? Can I cast another spell, or do you want me to roll initiative?
them. They don't seem aggressive yet.
Okay, let's take a minute here to just stay calm. Do you speak common? That's no.
It's a shame I failed comprehend languages like 10 times.
Dwarves. I just kind of like shout dwarves at them. I say, like him, pointing to Malachi, but slightly smaller. Only a little smaller, just slightly. Almost same height.
2 of them kind of do something weird and then produce these soot balls, just like the one that hits Malachi, that spiral towards each of you.
Can we not roll initiative here instead, Neil?
I think you're kind of taken by surprise. You've never seen them throw these balls before. They're doing these like weird motions, and all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, there's a soot ball. They didn't seem aggressive. Van Helsing, you take 4 damage from the soot ball. Malachi, you take 1 point of damage.
Am I blinded again?
You are both blinded temporarily.
All right. I say, let's leave. And I turn around. I'm going to start going back. Like, I kind of have a sense of turning around and just going the opposite direction.
Okay. Your eyes are watering. They're burning.
Yeah.
They're itching. It's like someone just took a bunch of ash and rubbed it in your face.
Yeah.
Did you factor in that -1 to hit, Neil?
I have
And
factored
-1
in
damage.
everything I needed to.
Okay.
So, Van, you turn around and kind of blindly start walking in the other direction, feeling your way. Malachi, what do you do?
Am I blind? I can't see them.
Yeah, you can't see him.
Do they look incorporeal? Do they look like you wouldn't be able to fight them with weapons? Or is it?
You can't see through them, but they do look like they are made out of smoke. And yet they are throwing sooty balls at you that clearly have a tangible effect.
How long did the blindness last?
2 minutes.
2 rounds. I
think Van is kind of shouting as he goes, like, come on, Malachi. And he's just, this way, I think.
All right, 10 around. Yeah, I try and follow his voice, but I'm planning to come back once the blindness wears off.
Okay. Malachi, your blindness wears off after a minute. Van, you're still blinded.
Okay, so after the minute, I want to turn around.
Okay.
Are they still there?
They're still there. You guys have like walked into a couple of buildings and are like feeling your way around them. You're maybe 100 feet from them. It's slow going while you're blind in this like rocky terrain. All these short dwarf buildings.
I'm going to cast magic missile at one of them.
Oh, God.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh, dude, you're going to do like, you'll do a lot of damage.
I will do a lot of damage. Hopefully.
Missiles, dude.
10?
Oh yeah. Your magic missile hits the magic missiles spiral, strike the creature square, and it dies. And it doesn't just die, it dies in a giant burst of flame that goes out in about 10 feet in all directions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does
The
it
other
damage
smoke
yours?
mephits nearby seem to react violently to this explosion and kind of like recoil. Some of their smoke burns off. They turn back to you with angry looks and start flapping their wings in your direction. Not Malachi, Van Helsing, your blindness wears off. Right about now, you turn to see these things like.
I'm like, what
I
did
let go
you
of the
do?
dogs. I let go of the dogs, Neil.
All right, I think it's time to roll initiative.
All right, if we fucking die to these things.
Yeah, it would kind of suck.
3.
Yes.
They go first.
Oh,
Oh,
my
what?
god.
Okay.
Now let go of the dogs, Neil. Though they're in front of me, right?
They are in
I mean,
front of you.
I know they're probably annoyed at
You
me
know,
though.
I was thinking maybe I should take Flame Blade today, but I was like, nah.
All right. Each of them unleashes another ball of soot at you. And you... Van Helsing, you take 3. Malachi, you take 2. And you
I'm
are
blind.
both blinded.
I cast shield on myself, which I assume I can do blinded.
But you took damage this round, so any spell you were going to cast is interrupted.
Okay. So I can't do
Van
anything.
Helsing.
Then. Can I attack?
Sure, but you can't see anything.
Yeah, can I make a blind attack though?
Sure.
It's like -4, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sling one of these little fuckers. Okay, never mind. Alright, what about the dogs?
Well, let's do Van Helsing first.
Okay.
I really don't want to fight these things. I don't think I can hit them.
No, you can't.
What do you mean he can't? You don't know.
I know.
You don't know shit.
I don't know, but I'm not. You can't just leave me here to die, Van. You've got to try. They deserve. They've got this coming. They're lucky that I fucking got rid of Fireball.
I think for now I'm going to just. I mean, I can't do anything while blind. I have
Can't
no idea.
see him.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep trying moving in the direction I was going, like getting the fuck out of here.
Okay. All right, Bear and Wolf.
Yes.
These guys are like flying, maybe 5 feet off the ground. I think a dog could probably jump and grab at something 5 feet off the ground. I've seen dogs jump onto 8-foot fences before.
Yeah, if a cat can do
6-foot
it.
fences.
I mean, if a cat can leap most. Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna give Bear and Wolf -1 to hit for the awkwardness of trying to bite something that's flying in the air.
Sure. I hope they
So
don't
go ahead and
get
make
blown
the
up when they
rolls
kill
to
this
hit.
thing. 11 and 10.
No, they both miss. Roll me initiative for next round.
You do it, Nick.
4.
All right, your blindness wears off at the start of this round. You can see, but your eyes sting and burn. You've never cried so much in your life. You guys go first.
Okay.
I cast slow on the 2 mephits.
If I can see again, I
can.
kind of survey the situation. I see Malachi is holding his ground. Okay, so I've taken 5 damage. Took 2 and 3. It was 2 and 3, right? I'm not off. with my
I
math?
was not keeping track.
I'm pretty sure it was 2 and 3. All right, I'll go with that. Chat, if I'm wrong, let me know. And then I think I'll just. I think a good start here would probably be to heal myself, honestly, and then get ready to just move in and intercept. Actually, yeah. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast Cure Light Wounds on myself, and I'm gonna move in front of Malachi, so that if they try and throw a soot ball at him, they have to throw it through me.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna stand in front of them to block any shot they have.
Cool.
Can I?
So let me roll
Slow
my
as a-
D8.
Okay. Slow as a 40-foot cube, Neil.
You can hit them both. The
But I want to
spell.
avoid the dogs by putting it in the air.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
The spell seems to not have an effect on them. Either they pass their saves or they're immune to it. But their wings are beating just as quickly, and they're moving around and cackling. You notice one of them has like a pipe in his hand that he's smoking.
You know that saves are at -4, right?
Their saves are at -4.
Yep.
Is it -3
Because
because you
of-
did 2 of them? They get a penalty for the fact that he's.
No, it's just -4.
Save, yeah.
It's just -4.
Oh, and they're also scared, which is another penalty of their saves, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I did not take that into account.
Yeah, so -5.
All right, one of them seems to be affected.
Okay.
I'm going to just heal myself and move in to block Malachi. I take, even if they did more damage, that's a full heal. I got 7 HP back.
Okay. And the dogs, Malachi.
Yeah, I feel like I want to call them back.
What do you do?
Can I have them attack this round and then call them back after that?
Yeah.
4 and 14.
Both misses.
Okay. I'll call them back then.
All right.
If they'll come.
Malachi, do you have any more magic missiles?
Yes.
Use them.
Yeah.
All right, the imp's turn. They flutter and they take off up in the air, kind of over you guys towards the mine, and fly into it. They're about 3 feet tall. The mine is like 4.5 feet tall, and they kind of like flutter their little wings and kind of cruise on into the depths of the mine.
Well. So, that's it. They're gone, right? Yeah. Well, we're not in combat.
Yeah.
Those little fuckers. Let's see if we can get a look inside that building.
Sure. So yeah, I guess we'll head up and take a look in the entrance of the mine.
Still in the
No,
mine
not
or
the
the
mine.
building?
The building they were in, I'm
Oh,
talking
the
about.
building they were in. Okay.
Yeah.
It's still pretty smoky in here, but with your light, you can kind of see
Yeah.
around. It looks to be a dwarf's house. It's got a bed, a table. There's some like a stack of cards that have been played. It looks like someone was recently playing cards in here.
How recently?
I don't know. The cards are still laid out. They're not blown over by wind or anything.
There's no bodies though, right?
Nope.
You think that these things could have killed a whole... I don't know, how many dwarves do you think lived here? 10, 15, 20?
They could have trapped them down in the mine, smoked them out.
Well, we know how well that works. I don't really think we can go down there, Van.
I don't either. If there's smoke mephits living in a cave, I doubt there's much oxygen inside.
Maybe we should brick it up.
I don't know about brick it up. Do you think they'd... I don't think they'd travel all the way back up to Shirebrook. And if we brick it up, then if the dwarves are still alive, they'll have no chance of escape.
We can't get in there, Neil, really, without, like, we'd be crawling all the way through.
Yeah,
wouldn't
we'd be crawling through that mine.
It would be
How
uncomfortable.
I mean, it's a few years old, so it might be pretty big, too, is the issue. They could have gotten a pretty good amount of distance in a few years' time. They did find something, though. That's one thing I'm interested in. Like, what did they find?
Yeah, I think back, Neil, to like imps and stuff like that. Are they usually summoned, or can they be created? Can I roll an intelligence check, maybe?
Please do.
$12. Pass.
So imps are usually summoned as familiars by wizards or something like that. Mephits are what you presume these to be, are a little bit different. They kind of come into this plane. Sometimes they're under control of people, sometimes they just manage to sneak their way in and cause trouble. The other thing is that any mephit or imp in here can summon other ones. So if one appears, it can like start summoning its buddies to the area.
So there could be loads of them down there.
Could be.
So I say to Van, well, they sometimes just make their way to this plane. They're from, which plane are they from? No. Plane of smoke.
I think they're from the shadow plane.
No, they come from the shadow plane, but once one of them finds his way in here, they can sort of lead the way for many, many more to follow. There could be dozens of them down there. We might explain how they overthrew the dwarves.
I don't think this is the kind of thing that we can take care of. If there's smoke mephits in that mine, we're not equipped to deal with this.
No, I would.
I mean, I could
agree.
go survey it and try melding into stone if I need to make a quick escape, but I'd rather avoid that situation entirely. We can't smoke out something that's made of smoke.
No. I wonder if there's some sort of spells that could send them back to their shadow plane. Well, I think maybe we should head back.
Sure, let's travel a little ways out and take a quick break. Perhaps I have some magic for this.
Maybe we should take that nap.
Not quite yet. I need to figure out what I plan to do. But I think we should travel a little ways out of town. Like, I want to keep it in vision, like in visual range, so we see if something comes out of the mine. But I want to have like a decent amount of distance, so if it's something that we don't want to fuck with, we can get away pretty quick.
Okay. I'll head out with Van then, wherever he wants to walk.
So how far out from town do you want to go?
Is there like a hill that we can get to the top of that we like toward the way back toward Shirebrook? And then,
no, the hill goes upwards away from Shirebrook. Toward Shirebrook is downhill.
There was like an uphill that we had that gave us an overview of the encampment, though, right?
Yeah, that you would have to go down a hill and then up another hill.
That'd be fine.
That's about an hour's hike away.
Would we be able to see like the entrance to the mine from there?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
What is it you want to do, Van?
Peripheral spirits of all types.
So you guys are standing here talking about where you want to go and what you want to do. When you hear that,
we were already walking out, I think, but we would probably still hear that.
yeah, you'd probably still hear it. Take a glance back to the mine, and you see this one smoke mephit getting out of that mine and like beelining it towards the sky.
I want to snap a magic missile at him.
All right, I think he's still within range. What's the range of magic missile?
60 yards.
It's longer, is it? It's a pretty long range spell, I think.
Might be wrong. I thought it was 60.
60 plus 10 per level.
Oh,
110.
Alien.
Yeah, he's within 330 feet.
Give him a quick
luck
3d4 plus 3. A little shit. Another 10.
Boom. He drops with an explosion of fire that goes 20 feet across.
Mephits.
Well, there's one left, assuming they were the only 3.
How much do you want to gamble on that?
I don't. But,
We could stay in the encampment, just away from the mine entrance.
I'm running pretty low on spells, but we could, yeah.
You could take a quick nap if you want. Well, maybe not. If you fell asleep for an hour and something came out, I'm not sure if I could wake you back up. We should travel a decent distance away if we're gonna try that. Let's go now. I don't think we're gonna find any good by standing here talking. And let's head a decent distance
Up the hill that we came down from.
All right.
So that's gonna take us about an hour, I guess.
Yeah, we'll go back to that spot.
Okay, can I get wisdom checks from the whole party?
Sure. Including the dogs.
No.
Pass.
Pass.
You guys start heading down the hill, and just barely audible, you can hear the sound of stone scraping, and maybe like a low rumble coming from back in the direction of the town camp.
Let's keep going.
Tell you what, Van, I'm gonna go take a look. Wait here.
Do you have a way of not being seen?
I do.
Good.
Yeah, just wait with the dogs.
Sure. I'll find a nice spot to hide down, and I'll like clearly so that he knows where to look for me. But I want to kind of stay out of sight.
I'll be back within at least at most a few hours.
Okay. Good luck,
Right.
man. Okay.
I'll cast Invis, Neil, and go and take a look.
You are vanished.
So I'll head back up the hill towards the village.
Sure. It's just a quick minute or two back to village, back to the camp, really. When you come back, you see, standing on the outside of the cave, looking around angrily, a 9-foot-tall troll with arms dangling down almost all the way to the ground. It's thin, its skin is slightly greenish, it's got like a few strands of wispy hair coming down the back of it. It's got deep-set eyes, long claws.
Shit. Is there any smoke methods around it?
No. Taking a good close look at it, and you notice that its claws are kind of like blackened.
Oh shit.
What?
I'm not there, so don't worry.
I don't know what that means. I'll take in the troll. Does it look like it's coming through the mine? Doesn't look like it could fit though, does it?
It couldn't stand and walk. Probably crawl on its belly.
I'll go back down the hill to Van. Van.
Whenever you're invisible, the dogs get really anxious because they can smell you, but they can't see you. And as you approach, they start whining and looking around pathetically.
Malachi?
Alright, I'll pet them. Yeah. Hey, we should be careful. There's a fucking huge troll outside that mine. I feel like he probably what's killed the dwarves, but I think we can kill a troll.
Trolls regenerate incredibly quickly. We need fire.
Sure, we can't kill it now, but we could maybe kill it if we can lure it back out in an hour or so.
It's possible. It's a bit risky. Trolls are incredibly dangerous.
I don't know. Do you think the Baroness? She'd kind of probably want us to deal with this thing, wouldn't she?
Maybe. Perhaps we should take a quick nap if we're going to go for that.
Let's get a bit further away. It looked pissed off.
Fair enough. And yeah, I guess we'll travel a bit of a distance, and I'm going to get ready to cast nap so that we can learn some new spells.
All right, you guys travel the hour down the hill and back up the other hill.
Yep.
It is almost midday now. Actually, it is about midday now.
I don't think we need to go that far. Maybe just like 20 minutes. Just like stay down somewhere.
So just down the hill.
Yeah.
In the valley, maybe between the.
Yeah. Just
Sure.
we want to get like a decent amount of distance between us and the encampment. But
Should we alternate our naps?
I mean the dog. Would you be able to wake up from a nap, Neil? So I imagine if the dogs could wake us up, that wouldn't be an issue.
Put to sleep for 1 hour. It's magical sleep. I don't think so.
Okay, so that we'll definitely alternate it then. Before Malachi falls asleep, I'm going to go ahead and heal him with my remaining heals.
Oh yeah, thanks. Let me go first. I need 4.
Need 4 HP. Okay, should be no problem.
Oh, nap is 1 creature per level.
Yeah. Oh, so I didn't even need 2 of it. I'll have to change that. You're back to full.
But you
Thanks.
couldn't stack it or stagger it if
Yeah.
you did just 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Van, don't let me die.
Well, we'll see what happens, Malachi. If you die, blame your dogs.
All right. Well, I'm sure between the 3 of you, you can fend off whatever comes.
Hopefully. And I'm going to go ahead and cast Nap on Malachi.
All right.
No.
Malachi falls into a deep and peaceful slumber.
And then I wait for an hour.
Okay.
A troll comes over the hill.
As much fun as that would be, there's no sign of the troll.
Awesome.
You rest
Just
down
the
this
owl
little valley.
bear.
Yeah. You rest in this
Okay.
little valley quite peacefully. After an hour or so, Malachi wakes up as refreshed as if he had just woken up from a nice long sleep.
Perfect. Right. Time to. Well, Van, that was. Wow. I haven't slept like that ever. That's amazing.
I know. It's... When you're a devout person, you get some rather impressive spells, Malachi.
Well, that is quite an impressive one. That's probably about the best one I've seen you use, and it's only because it makes it easier for me to kill trolls.
Oh, don't worry. I have some magic for that as well. And if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick nap myself. Now it's your turn to not let me die.
Maybe you should let me memorize my spells before you
Sure.
slumber. So just give me half an hour to learn some spells.
All right, so we wait around for another half hour. And then...
Malachi, you're still invisible. You're gonna have to break your invisibility to read your book.
Yeah.
If he gave me his book, would it become visible?
I guess you could hold the book and turn the pages
Hold the
for
book
him.
and turn the pages for him.
Put it on the floor, turn it myself.
I guess.
I was
Sure.
thinking that it would have gone away when I went to sleep, but it doesn't, does it? It's just
No, it's
24
24 hours. Yeah.
24 hours, yeah.
Okay, so I'll stay invisible and I'll learn some spells. So I'm going to keep shield. I'm going to replace sleep with, just think another magic missile, do you think? Let's see.
The magic missile that's been doing good work. Because
Maybe I
that's
should get-
for guaranteed damage in certain situations.
Yeah. And then instead of scare, I might take flaming sphere. So when this thing dies, we can just fucking put a flaming sphere on top of it. Do you have to like if it gets burned once, Neil? Like if it got fireballed and then subsequently killed, would it not regenerate, or does that have to be burns once it's dead?
I don't think you're an expert on trolls yet.
No, you're probably right.
Not yet. At
You
least.
learn by doing, Malachi. We'll find out soon enough.
What do you think, Van? Slow, fireball, monster summoning?
Well, fireball could be useful. Slow could be actually take slow.
Yeah, slow is probably the best.
I can conjure a blade made of fire. That should help handily against this troll.
Oh, nice. Maybe I don't need flaming sphere then. Maybe I can take irritation.
I feel like flaming sphere could still be useful. You could send it down the hallway of the mine. How well do you think something could dodge the sphere if it were going down that narrow hall?
Well, looking at that troll, it wouldn't be able to dodge it at all. Yeah, you're right. It's probably a good shout. Okay, so I'll put my spells in the chat now. There we go. I learned them, and then when I'm done, I'll tell Van to take his nap.
All right.
How many spells did you learn?
So I replaced 3 magic missiles, an invis, and a flaming sphere and a slow. So 3, 5,
7,
10
8,
levels.
9, 10. 10 levels? All right, so that takes you like an hour and a half to memorize.
Yeah, but it's midday, right?
Right.
Or it's 1 o'clock. Yeah, so we're okay.
And you had to discharge some things to clear up some spell slots, maybe? No?
I think I cast a sleep spell.
Yeah. Cool.
Let me
That's fine.
think.
So I'm gonna go and take a nap for an hour.
Yep.
When I get up, I've got 2 open second level spell slots. I'm gonna go ahead and burn invisibility animals. I'll just cast that on an insect of some kind
Sure.
to get rid of that. All right, so I've got a bunch of slots open now. So I take Flame Blade.
Is that level 2?
Yeah, it's a level 2 spell. And then I've got another level 2 slot. It might actually be a good idea to take Nap. Just 1 more in case I need it in the pinch later.
You can't cast it again within 18 hours.
18 hours, though. I could skip a night of sleep.
Yeah.
Actually, we'd still have to wait the night anyways, so then I'll just... Yeah, I shouldn't take a second nap.
Yeah, like improved strength, maybe.
It's restore strength, not improve strength. I've got some other stuff. I can do, Ooh, what's this? It's produce flame. It's not harm. It's hot and causes the combustion of flammable materials. Flame flash. No, okay. I've already got flame blade. That's fine. I could take snake charm. I'll just take a second cure moderate wounds.
Yeah, it's probably a good show.
So that's
And then-
4 spell levels?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna take 2 more cure light wounds because I cast 2 of them earlier.
6.
And then I've got 1 more first level slot that I think I'm going to take. What else did I cast? Okay, so I've got an open slot from that. I can take 1 more. I'm kind of torn here. Trolls are evil, right? I would think so.
Yeah. They're pretty evil
Alright.
creatures.
I'll take protection from evil. Cool. All right, I'll go ahead and post my spells in chat. 3 cure light wounds, strength of stone, protection from evil, flame blade, 2 cure moderate wounds, withdraw, aid, and then tree and meld into stone.
Do you not have actually good 3rd level spells that can
I do
actually
have
help?
actually good 3rd level spells. I don't think any of them would be really useful in the upcoming situation.
Okay.
Actually,
So
I do have one that could cure blindness in a pinch. I might want to take that.
when Van's done,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna walk up. I'm still invisible, right? I'm gonna
Yeah.
check that the skull's not there anymore.
Yeah.
Is it gone?
The troll is gone.
Okay, right. Van, bring the dogs. You hide behind one of these stone buildings. I'm gonna see if I can lure it out.
Okay. Good luck. Neil,
Okay.
before we go up, I think I would replace... no, I'll keep both of them because they might actually both be useful. Tree would be useful out here, and then meld into stone could actually be really useful in the mine if we go in. So I'll keep both my 3rd level spells.
So I will start shouting obscenities about trolls at the entrance to the mine.
Just making some notes on the calendar.
I don't know any good troll insults, but I try and make some up. I mean, your mother looked like a troll. That's not really as effective as it would be against anyone else. Your mother was an ogre, maybe. You fight like a dwarf. Why are you sitting there cowering in this dwarf's house? Come out and face me.
All right.
Screaming this, trying to get this troll to come out.
You stand there yelling at the mine for maybe 6 minutes when you can hear this scraping sound coming from
Alright.
in and a bit of a sloshing noise.
I like peer down into the hole. Can I see it coming?
It's dark in there. There's no light, so you can only see like maybe 30 feet in. The sun is still high in the sky. I think it like sets around 8 o'clock, and right now it must be somewhere near like 4:30 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
So you still got a few hours of sunlight. But soon enough, you do see the troll start to emerge.
All right, I start to back away. I go to where.
It's growling. It's crawling all like on its belly, using its long claws to grab and just like drag itself forward, and then reach out and drag itself forward again. It's a tight fit, but it's got a very narrow, slender body. It's just like this long, lanky thing.
Okay.
All right, so I go to Van and say, "All right, it's here."
All right. Get ready to cast slow on it, and I start to cast Flame Blade.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
So I cast
you can-
slow on the troll.
You can cast both of those before it exits from the cave, but after that, you're just gonna have to roll initiative.
Oh wait, can I cast shield on myself without breaking invis? Yes, I assume so. It's not an attack, right?
Sure.
So I cast shield on
Probably do
myself
slow first, because otherwise we'll have to do initiative first.
No, because I can just cast it before we engage the troll.
He said that once it's out of the cave, we have to roll initiative.
Yeah, like you get 1 round of spells right now.
I'm gonna go
Before
into Flame Blade, so I have the Flame Blade out because we.
Okay, I'll just cast slow on it then. Fine, whatever. I should have cast it before as it was coming out.
Well, you didn't know when it was gonna come out, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The troll makes its way out. You cast slow and you cast flame blade.
Yeah. So I have basically a big flaming scimitar just kind of appears in my hand.
And I'm far away. Its range on slow is 140 yards, so I'm back.
Damn.
I've left the dogs with you, Van.
Slow is an attack spell, so that will break your invis.
Yeah.
Right, and you said you're 140 yards back?
No, I'm not 140. I'm just saying
That's the range.
I'm far away.
Okay.
Van is like maybe, 15, 20 yards in front of me.
Okay. Let me just take a look at slow here. They save at -4 against slow.
-4, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
It's a good spell. I hope he fails.
I do too, buddy. I do too.
Yeah.
That is a fail.
Yeah.
The troll begins to slowly claw its way out and stand up as a flaming scimitar leaps from Van Helsing's hand.
Yep. And I charge forward, I guess, or start to charge
Roll initiative.
with the dogs.
I think he loses
Yeah.
initiative on slow.
I don't know if he does. It doesn't say anything about that.
I think he might get a penalty. I think that would make sense. Let me check.
It says attack at half their normal rates. Or dex combat bonuses are negated. No, it doesn't say anything about initiative.
Yeah, I would think that when you're slowed like that, you probably go last in every round.
Okay.
Makes sense.
It doesn't say it in the book, but I think that's a logical conclusion.
Another reason to cast that spell.
Yep.
All right, party goes first.
Cool.
Van,
Yeah,
do it.
I'll just charge forward and make an attack with Flame Blade. So does it get a penalty to 8? Oh, that we don't factor in AC. That's right. So I get... No, I should have done Strength of Stone, honestly, but that's fine. So
It does get a penalty of 2 AC though.
Okay, so I get D20 plus 2.
Wait, you beat
18.
Oh, is another +1 from Flame Blade?
No, I get plus 2 for Thaco.
Oh, okay, cool. You
wasn't adding
hit.
All right. So it's 1d4 plus 4, and then I get plus 1 damage for my strength, so it should be 1d4 plus 5.
Okay.
6 damage.
Nice.
That's why I like Flame Blade, because even if I roll terribly, it's still upper bounds of what you can get from a scimitar.
dogs, Neil?
Yes, dogs.
Does it take... Oh, if it's weak to fire, it takes an extra 2 damage. So that'd be 8 if it's... I assume trolls are vulnerable to fire.
Okay.
Can I get flank attacks with the dogs or not?
Yes, the dog. I don't think the dogs know how to flank. They just
Alright.
run in.
12 and 8.
The 12 hits.
Oh, wow.
Only because this troll has been slowed.
Oh, yeah, -4 AC. 6 damage.
Oh my god. Wolf just rips into the side of that guy. Okay, and what do you do this round?
I like how slow.
Okay. Oh, that's right. No, that was when he was crawling out.
That was the free round. You get an extra
Yeah.
move this round.
Then I will magic missile. For 8.
For 8?
Yep.
Okay.
So it's
It's taken 22 already, is that right?
no, 18 I think. Because I did 8.
12 and 8 is 20. You guys have done 20
Oh.
damage total.
No. Oh yeah, sorry. I was
Yeah, but-
adding 6 and 6.
Van did another 2 because it's vulnerable to fire, right?
It is not vulnerable to fire. It doesn't take extra fire damage.
Okay, so 20 then.
I'll double check to make sure that I'm right about that.
All right.
Oh, it's especially vulnerable. Okay, that makes sense.
Initiative for next round. The troll
And it
attacks at
auto-fails,
half
right?
its rate, so it doesn't get any attacks that round.
If we win
So
initiative,
it fails
right?
initiative, right?
Oh yeah, you guys win initiative, yeah. So go ahead, make your second round.
16.
As a hit.
1d4 plus 5, 6 damage again.
Oh my god.
One on the flame blade, it counteracts my bad rolls.
Dogs.
Oh,
it's
8
plus
damage.
1.
Oh no, sorry, 6.
18 and 10.
One hit.
8.
Oh my god.
Is it still alive?
Dude, screw this troll.
It is still alive.
Magic missile. 9.
Well, it's dead now.
Alright. Van, back up.
I start mutilating its body with the flame scimitar.
All right.
I'll cast Flaming Sphere on top of the troll
Whoa,
and let it.
when I hear him chanting, I say, "Hold on, Malachi, I have this." And I just start hacking at it with the flaming scimitar, just like
Alright.
chopping into pieces with fire.
The dogs are grabbing limbs and pulling them apart and just ripping the troll to shreds. And you hack it to death.
It does say the flame blade can ignite combustible materials, so I would imagine it can ignite the troll's corpse and
Yeah.
burn it.
Yep. Okay.
Well,
You hack the troll to death with your flame blades, and it dies in a
Awesome.
burning mess.
you think it's safe to assume that this thing killed the dwarfs?
Trolls are rather scary when you're not, loaded with magic, such as us.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should take a look inside.
Maybe we should take part of this thing's corpse as a proof. Although,
Sure.
I don't know if
Let's wait for it to finish burning, and then we can take the skull with us.
yeah, good idea. All right, you wanna try crawling in there?
Sure.
Really? What about the smoke methods?
Would I've noticed the blackened claws, Neil?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. You said one of the smoke methods came running out of the cave. I think the troll might have been killing them.
Ah, I would explain why he was in such a hurry.
Sure. It would also explain his blackened claws. But
Yeah,
even
the
if it's too dangerous of a situation, I can always meld into the wall.
All right, well, you go first. I'll follow behind you.
Sure. Can you have the dogs take the front, actually, since they're the fastest?
Yeah, okay.
So we'll have the dogs go in front of us, and I'll be crawling behind them.
Well, let me go in between the dogs then, and you
Okay.
can go in the back.
All right, I'll be in the back.
All right.
We're gonna start crawling into this mine to see what's up.
So you put the dogs first. They can walk easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Malachi, you're using your staff
I
as
guess
a light source.
it's on the ground as I'm crawling in, right? Yeah.
You're kind of slightly going uphill. It's wet in here. It's really gross.
Mhm.
You're kind of crawling through rocks and mud. Your clothes are gonna get just filthy dirty.
Okay.
Just as a
I
heads up.
think it's gonna open out at some point, Van. Don't worry.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm gonna have to
Doors
oil
built
my armor
doors.
quite a bit tonight. But Neil, my flame blade is gone. By the way, it only lasts for a few minutes.
Hey, you start to crawl in. The cave goes deeper and deeper. It doesn't stay at a very steep angle. It's just a very slight angle, just enough for the water to run out, it looks like. And the cave begins to split into multiple paths.
You know, Malachi, following horror movie logic, I think it's time we split up.
You think?
No, I'm joking. You never split the party, Malachi.
Right.
We can always try both directions eventually.
So, does the way we're going carry on or not?
Yeah. Well, it splits into a left and right path at first.
Okay. Let's go right first, and then we can always take a left later.
Okay.
When we backtrack.
So we head down that path. At this, is it still too low to stand in?
Yes.
Okay.
We could be on like our knees, right?
Yeah, but crawling on your knees. Well, you've got
Yeah,
armor
no,
on, so you're probably
like
fine.
if we stood up, we could be on our knees. Like if we were staying still.
It's 4.5 feet tall. So how tall are you?
About 6 foot.
So yeah, if you're on your knees, your head may be like bumping against things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to like go through on my knees, but I'm wondering if I like needed to get up onto my knees, I'd have enough space.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, you crawl through this cave. Malachi, your knees have never hurt so much as when crawling through a rocky stream like this. It's super uncomfortable. There are tracks, but the tracks are, wooden rails and equally uncomfortable to crawl on. You begin to map out this cave. The path you come down to opens up into a wide chamber, but it's still not very tall, and then it splits into a few more sections. It doesn't take you too long to map out the entire cave, maybe 2 hours, which is, I guess that's a pretty sizable chunk of time. But eventually you map out the whole area, and there's no sign of the dwarves. You do definitely find where the troll was living, in a kind of a...
Are there no like bones or anything lying around?
Where the troll was living, it's like a little pit that looks like it's been dug out by the troll, maybe. It's still not very tall. The troll must have been like sitting in here, definitely not standing. And there are the bones of animals. No
humanoid bones?
No humanoid skulls. Probably no humanoid bones. It's hard to tell. You're not a hunter.
And there's nothing else weird at the ends of any of the paths.
No, just the trail, the tracks set for the carts to run on.
So we've mapped the whole mine at this point? Do we see any like resources like iron or mithril or anything like crazy in here? Because they had really nice equipment for mining.
They did. How much does Van know about precious metals?
He's a stonemason.
Yeah, I am a stonemason.
Okay.
So I'd probably be able to recognize like metals embedded in stone.
Yeah.
What's a
you
limner?
recognize a silver vein pretty early on that they seem to be following.
Okay.
You don't catch sight of it all over the place because they cut away all the good silver, but occasionally you'll see like little silver flecks in the rock.
Okay. When we're in the troll's lair, I say to Malachi, you're a learned man. Do you know human anatomy well?
Vaguely. Yeah.
I don't suppose you'd be able to identify if any of these bones happen to be human or, of human nature, bipedal creature. They all look animal to me. I don't see any skulls in the bunch.
Malachi, please give me an intelligence check at -6.
So +6? Oh, no, just -6 for my actual intelligence, right?
Yeah.
11 on the money.
Nice. You recognize the bones here are not human.
Okay.
Are they dwarf?
No, not humanoid.
Okay. No, it doesn't look like the dwarves. It's just weird. Perhaps the troll just moved in once they were gone.
That's possible,
Maybe.
but then where did they go?
No, the mystery may yet be unsolved.
I think we've done our job here. I don't intend on... Does this place look pretty mined out, like they've emptied it?
No, at the ends of these areas, you definitely see lots of silver veins.
Okay.
They're still going.
Is there anywhere that looked where people slept? Or is that only in the houses outside?
Only in the houses outside. It definitely looks like they do not sleep underground here.
All right. I might head back up, take another look at the houses. Maybe there was some sort of clues in there.
Sure, I think I'll do the same. I don't see much else coming from this place. I guess we'll just crawl back out of this mine.
All right. It's awkward and uncomfortable, but you get back out. The sun is beginning to set. You've got a great view of the sunset, though. It's just absolutely gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
We might need to take we can sleep here tonight. So let's see if we can find anything interesting.
I think we should head back to where we came. I don't want to stay in this encampment if it's been targeted before.
Really? I don't know. It seems pretty safe.
Maybe. Let's take a look around really fast. I want to go through these houses and look for any signs of like struggle or violence.
Yeah, and I'm gonna look through like papers, Neil. Like if anyone had like a diary or something like that.
All right. Can I get wisdom checks from both of you?
Sure.
Fail.
Astron?
Yeah.
You recognize no signs of violence. As I said before, there's some damage to the buildings, but
But it looks like normal, just sort of usage.
yeah, I mean, it could have been someone pushing over a building, or it could have been like a bear pushing up against the building. There's no like weapon hacks.
Mm-hmm.
There's no like embedded arrows anywhere. If someone did a fight here, they really cleaned up after themselves. Doesn't look like any battle was done here. I don't know why I made you make a wisdom check, Malachi. There's no need for that. I'm sorry. You do find a diary from one of the dwarves.
Ah. All right, I'll take a read. Is it in Dwarven?
Yes, it is.
I don't read Dwarven. Van, do you read Dwarven?
I do. Hand it over. I'd start to read through this diary. I'll go for the later entries.
The later entries are just talking about mining success and so-and-so in the mining camp is being an ass. We're running out of beer. Gonna send so-and-so back in town for supplies. The last entry is dated 3 months ago, and it makes no mention of any worries or anything. It's talking about, life that day. There's nothing unusual about it whatsoever.
You know, Malachi, I think we could investigate further, but it's been about 3 months since the last entry in this diary. I imagine if the dwarves vanished, it was some time ago.
I'm certain they're probably all dead, but...
Likely, and the troll probably moved in well after they'd left. I would say for now we should head back to Baroness Valmont, tell her of the news, and if she wants us to investigate further, we can talk about further compensation, because this is getting a little bit bigger than what we signed on for.
All right, well, let's see if we can take the skull of this troll.
Sure. And we look at like the charred remains. Can we just pick a skull out?
Yeah, yep.
Cool.
You burned the whole thing, so the troll did not regenerate, and you burned away the flesh on the skull. So you just have like this kind of semi-meaty, semi-charred thing.
Sure, I'd say. Usually, wish Jeeves were here. We could have him carry this.
Yeah, you're right. He does have his uses, I suppose. We should probably rest up before we head on for the journey back to town, don't you think?
Do you think we should stay here, or should we head back up the hill that we came from? Take another hour to travel up there?
I feel like if there's a troll in this cave, then the local wildlife probably knows to stay away.
Probably, but would whatever took the dwarves know to stay away?
Whatever tricked the dwarves into falling to their doom, I doubt it could trick me. Perhaps if whatever that is shows itself, that might actually be a good thing. I'm sure that they weren't killed by some monster. We'd know about it.
Yeah, we came from the north. If they went anywhere, I would surmise south. It's as if they just vanished. Are there any like tracks leading out of the village, Neil, like going further south?
Just the ones that you have made.
I mean, like further south toward because we came from the north, right?
I see what you mean. No, there's no tracks going up the hill.
If they were going to leave, you'd think they would have mentioned it in the diary.
That's what makes me think some sort of foul play was involved. But do we want to head further south now and investigate?
Well, I think we should rest. I think we should rest here.
Decide in the morning?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's take shelter in one of the houses. It might be a good idea.
Yeah, can we like curl up and sleep in one of the houses, Neil, or not?
Yeah, definitely.
Of
we'll do that then.
All right, and then I guess we rest for the night.
Okay. The night passes.
All right.
Why don't we actually take our break here,
All right.
and
Yes.
we'll see you guys on the other side of the break for the conclusion of this week's Hardcore Heroes. See you guys in a few minutes.
See ya.